The Nintendo Switch launched in 2017, for anyone who didn't know, by the way. And the last home console before the Nintendo Switch was the Wii U, an anemic system that people didn't really pay attention to, unfortunately, because I think I think the Wii U was pretty cool. I don't think it was a bad console by any means. It just kind of had shit third-party support, and people were really confused about it, what it was. I digress. The Nintendo Switch was a massive success, but as a massive success, it was actually kind of lacking on release. Did you know the release games for the Nintendo Switch 2? There was only 13 of them. In comparison to the Wii U, which had like 48 games or 51 games for launch. That seems crazy. Now, when you look at the list of games around its launch, like right after or up into the fall of the console, the holiday of the console, we got Super Mario Odyssey a few months after release, because it would have been in March, I believe, that the Nintendo Switch launched, right? March 3rd, and it was like holiday 2017 for Super Mario Odyssey. I want to take that anemic number of 13 launch titles and double. I loved my Wii U. Me too. I didn't own one, but I loved my friend Tom's Wii U. Shout outs to Tom. I played his Wii U all the time. That sounded kind of sus. That was a very sussy baka thing to say. Anyways, I want to make some speculations on Nintendo Switch 2 launch titles. Let's fucking do it, chat room. Shall we? How are you guys feeling about the idea of Nintendo Switch 2 launch titles? So, some of these are going to be very broad. And the reason why I say that is because I don't want to guess names. Okay, the first thing we know is a Mario Kart of some sort. Mario Kart. We don't know what the fuck it's going to be called. So I'm just going to say Mario Kart. I'm doing 2 side by side so I have room. Cool. We're going to try to fit whatever fits on this page that you guys can see. I was hoping to fit 26, but it might be less than that. Mario Kart of some kind, a new Mario game of some kind. Let me go Mario 3D platformer. Like something like a new Super Mario Odyssey, or a Galaxy, a new Galaxy, Galaxy 3? Galaxy 3 chat? Anyone excited for a Galaxy 3? I'm hoping for a new 3D Mario platformer. And of course, we are assuming this Mario Kart that's coming out is Mario Kart 9. And so I guess I'll just call it that instead of beating around the bush. Fuck it, we'll just call it Mario Kart 9. How many spaces is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gotta remember how many spaces that is. Cool. Nice. Maybe we do 5. It seems like a lot. My other like big pick as like a launch title, I'm going to assume that Metroid Prime 4. Did I spell Metroid right? That Metroid Prime 4 will also be a launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2. Right? They've showed the game a lot. They've showed the game a few times. They've talked about it a lot. It's been in development for a long time, and it still hasn't hit the Nintendo Switch, and it's almost on its way out the door. I'm almost certain that this is going to be a late Switch game that doesn't run great on Switch, but will be really good on the Nintendo Switch 2. Right? Almost something like Breath of the Wild, even though Breath of the Wild ran fine on the Wii U. I think this is going to be one of those cross-gen games that is going to be like out of the door for the Switch. If you own a Switch, you still got Metroid Prime 4, don't worry. But if you want the best version of this game, you are instead going to play it on Nintendo's new console. New Shiny. Does anyone else like Shiny? I like Shiny. Shiny is cool. So, the next thing I was thinking is something that has been around for a while, right? We had Nintendo Switch Sports. We had 1-2 Switch, but how would you do 1-2 Switch now? I don't think you do. I'm expecting a Switch 2 Sports or a 1-2-3 Switch 2, but that sounds stupid. So we'll just say a Switch Sports style game as one of the launch titles. Probably not a pack-in title, but more than likely like a mini game collection, because Nintendo loves their like mini games collections with Mii's. And I think Mii still kind of exist, right? I don't know, chat. I could be wrong. I owned a Nintendo Switch Lite for all of 6 months, and I used it for like a month. So you'll have to pardon me. We need a new WarioWare. Now that's a spicy take. Let's say a new. You know what? Call me W Man's new WarioWare? Question mark? Question mark. Funnily enough, the last Nintendo Switch launched with a Bomberman game as well. It launched with Super Bomberman R. Super Bomberman R2 is, I think, like 2 years old now. It came out in like 2023, 2022. So either 2 or 3 years old. I could also maybe even see a new Bomberman as a launch title. Bomberman R3, anyone? Bomberman? I think Bomberman's a really cool franchise, and it doesn't get enough love, but that's mainly Konami's fault. If Konami would stop fucking around and actually market their franchises, we'd have more games and more cool old classic retro games that people really liked. I kind of want to talk about some of the other launch day Switch games. So, we had 1-2 Switch, Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Skylanders Imaginators, Just Dance 2017, for the love of fucking God. Super Bomberman R, I Am Setsuno, World of Goo, Pause, Little Inferno, Human Resource Machine, Snipper Clips Cut It Out Together, Fast RMX, Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment, and Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. Those were the launch games for the Nintendo Switch 1. That was it. A very anemic launch of 13 games with some not so heavy hitters, right? But when you look at the Wii U's launch, it was pretty good. Now, the problem I have is I really want to see a new Donkey Kong entry as a launch game, but we just got a remaster of Donkey Kong Country Returns. So I'm assuming that's not going to happen, but I'm going to put it on my wish list. Donkey Kong Country. New Donkey Kong Country. I'm just going to, yeah, new Donkey Kong Country. Not remake either, by the way, chat room. Not remake. New Donkey Kong Country. Holy shit, I need to move that over. That's kind of long. New DK Country. There we go. That'll work. New Donkey Country. That looks so much better. Nice. I could probably also take a question mark off of that. And then push this forward. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Maybe I move things around later. But this is looking pretty snazzy so far. I don't expect a Mario Party release because that's a system seller, and you probably want to save that for the holiday season. And you also can't do a new F-Zero as much as I want one, because you don't want to cannibalize Mario Kart 9 as a release window game. Unfortunately, right? Because the new F-Zero is due, bro. The last F-Zero game we had was on the GameCube outside of F-Zero 99. And like I want a new F-Zero so bad. You don't understand? You don't understand how many, like, I don't want to say anything sus. You don't understand how many dicks I'd suck to get a new F-Zero game in this bitch, okay? I'm just going to come out and say it. I love F-Zero. That is one of the greatest racing franchises to ever exist, and Nintendo is squandering it. They're throwing it away. They're fucking wasting it, and it's pissing me off. Whose dick do I have to suck to get a new F-Zero game? What would it be called? Like, F-Zero SX? F-Zero SX? Yeah. To go with the fact that it's called the Switch. And then, yeah, we'll do that. I think that's a good idea. I like Star Fox, but I don't like recent Star Fox entries. I don't think they've done good with Star Fox, right? I think they could even just do a remaster of Star Fox and people would be fine. If they could do like Star Fox Assault, please don't do Star Fox Adventures. They could do like Star Fox Assault or Star Fox 64 remastered. And those are like two of the most beloved Star Fox games. So they would fly off the shelf. But like a new Star Fox would be great. A new Star Fox would be amazing. But like I said, like Nintendo kind of squanders a lot of these franchises and then just throws them all in Smash like we didn't fucking forget. Like, you know, like, oh yeah, they didn't exist. A modern Star Fox Assault with multiplayer, easy bag. I'm cooking niggas. Give me a Star Fox Assault. I'm fucking cooking niggas, bro. That's basically Battlefield. It's like Battlefield with like spaceships, and then you can land and fight on the ground. It'd be like a Star Wars Battlefront. I'm sorry, Battlefront. Fucking hell, not Battlefield. Star Wars Battlefront. That would fuck so hard. I will say, I am expecting some form of a fighting game and a shooting game on release. Something that already exists that will immediately be ported. And while Tekken would be cool, I'm almost certain that it's going to be Street Fighter 6. I think we'll get a Street Fighter 6 version that is oops. Cough cough Billy Hatcher, quit fucking with me, bro. We'll fight. I fucked up. I don't know why it's being weird, but it's being weird. There we go. Cough cough Billy Hatcher. I would love that, but like it's something that I don't think will happen is my problem. Right? It's not that I don't want it. I just don't think it'll happen. I think we'll get a Street Fighter 6 like season 1, season 2 pack where it's like Street Fighter 6 Champion Edition or Super Street Fighter 6 or Street Fighter 6 Arcade Edition or something. We'll get some new name as a title update, and that version of the game will immediately be available on Switch 2 so that you have all of the previous DLC, and now you just have to buy the Season 3 and Season 4 and Season 5 DLC. That's what I'm expecting, and I think of any game that's going to run that's a modern fighting game out of the big three, they could redo Mortal Kombat 1, but they don't want to put fucking resources into that game, right? They could do Tekken 8, but do you really think they're going to waste time on a Switch port when they did a Wii U port of Tag 2 and it didn't sell very well? Probably not. But Street Fighter is very applicable, and Street Fighter actually had a launch window game on the Switch. They had like, I think it was a Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. Let me see what it was. It was where is it at? Where's it at? I know they had a Street Fighter game like around the launch, the first year of the game coming out. Ultra Street Fighter 2 The Final Challengers was winter of 2017. Yeah, I was right. So I could see that happening with them with like the Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 5 is a little too late, so of course it'd be weird to backport an old game like that when you could just backport Street Fighter 2 again. So this is what I expect to see. And for like a modern heavy hitter game that's a little older that they should be able to like port down and make work, if this thing is about as strong as a Steam Deck or stronger than a Steam Deck, guys, this is the easiest bag ever. Cyberpunk 2077, some definitive edition of Cyberpunk 2077 with the Phantom Liberty DLC. You're just fucking, you're in there. And the coolest part about this is the Switch never got GTA 5. Don't know if you guys know that. It got GTA Definitive Edition where it had the trilogy collection, but it never got GTA 5. Cyberpunk 2077 is like a futuristic GTA for like the most dumbed down version of how you want to put it. It's a first person futuristic GTA. Steal cars, you kill people, you get in trouble with the cops. Okay, don't mind the story because people don't mind the story in Grand Theft Auto games anyway. Fucking GTA in 2077. GTA 6 Switch Edition. I can't wait for 15 FPS GTA 6. Let's fucking go. 188 gigs, baby. Takes up your whole Switch. I don't think that's gonna be out by the time the Switch comes out, though. So even if like they do it and they somehow make it work, it's not gonna be a launch title, right? But something like Cyberpunk 2077 could absolutely be a launch title. Pokken 2? You know, okay. You said Pokken 2. But if I'm honest, what I'm expecting, hear me out. I'm expecting ARMS 2. And the reason why I'm not expecting a Pokken 2 is because Pokken is partially developed by Bandai Namco, who is now currently very busy with trying to fix their fuck up mess of a game called Tekken 8. They're a little busy. So taking a part of their team to create a smaller, not so full scale fighting game with something like a Pokken would take away from the resources of pushing towards only Tekken because they're not even working on a Soul Calibur. I doubt it. ARMS 2, I feel like ARMS 2 seems more likely than Pokken 2 unless they're going to try to get a different team to work on Pokken 2, right? You can't commission it out to Bandai Namco at that point. You have to get someone else to do it now. And who else is good at fighting games, 3D fighters, in a cinematic way, right? What are you gonna do? Get Cyber Connect and make a fucking arena fighter? Sure. What are you gonna get fucking Tomy? You're gonna make an arena fighter? Sure. But if you want to make an arena fighter at that point, you may as well use your franchise that is all about arena fighting, and also kind of shows off the controls of the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 well, right? Because you can use motion controls in ARMS. You don't have to. It's not a major feature, but it's doable, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it kind of shows off some more of the Nintendo Switch 2 vibes. I'm also expecting some sort of a modern AAA shooter on the Nintendo Switch 2. And Black Ops 6 already came out. I have a sneaking suspicion that maybe we'll get the new Battlefield game, or we'll get something along the lines of new Splatoon? Yeah, you know, I was just about to mention an RPG, so I'm glad you did it. Yeah, new Splatoon? Pause? A plethora of RPGs to dip in? I was just about to put Final Fantasy VII remakes. Both of them, right? Both remakes could be launch titles. You could do Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and what's it called? I was gonna say Afterbirth, but that's the name of that's Binding of Isaac, right? I was gonna say Afterbirth, bro. That's fucking Binding of Isaac. I'm roguelike brained so bad. Oh shit, I'm so fried. I am so fried. This is more a wish list than anything else. I'm gonna put Star Fox Assault. I know I don't want like a bunch of remakes. I don't want a bunch of remakes, but a Star Fox Assault 2 remake would be fine, right? Like, I don't think anyone would be inherently mad about a Star Fox Assault 2, Star Fox Assault remake. Both remakes would fit with Nintendo's exclusive fits. Oh, that'd be so sick. You can dress up Cloud as Mario. You can dress up Aerith as Link. Maybe I should do that. You could dress up Aerith as Princess Peach and Cloud as Mario. And Tifa as Wario. Tifa seems like a Wario to me. And who's this Jessie character? I didn't play the remakes. Is Jessie new? Was she in Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy VII? I don't remember a Jessie at all. I do not remember a Jessie, if I'm quite honest. Ow, that hurt. Right, I could even see something like, I don't know when Borderlands 4 is coming out, so I don't want to put Borderlands 4 here because we don't have an official release date. Do we have a release date for Doom: The Dark Ages? May 15th? Holy shit, dude. Doom: The Dark Ages could totally be on Switch. Dude, Doom: The Dark Ages could totally be on Nintendo Switch too. It could absolutely be there. It could totally be there. Jessie was in the OG. I don't remember her. Yeah, I don't remember her. She ain't important to me. She ain't relevant. She gets rolled up into a blunt, though. You know what's funny? I remember more of Crisis Core than I do the original Final Fantasy VII. Is that fucked up? I think Crisis Core's story was sick. Angel and Zack were such cool characters. Maybe I'm just a fucking Cloud hater. I'm actually a Final Fantasy VII hater. I'm a lover of 8. So because I love 8, I fucking hate 7 because everyone's like, oh, 7, oh, 7, oh, 7, oh, 7. But like 8 was so good too. Ultimisha was a way better villain than Sephiroth. I'm sorry. Also, she was a baddie. But mostly, she was a way better villain than Sephiroth. I guess some people would probably call Sephiroth the baddie. Depends. You know, if you like guys with long hair and one dark wing and a really long sword, pause. You know, maybe that's a baddie to you. Crisis Core was fire. Yeah, I like Crisis Core. Before Cloud was a super soldier. Good story, good story, good story. Man, I'm like really pressed for options here because Nintendo's not going to do a lot with their own IPs, right? Like maybe they do a new Kirby. Maybe they do a new Kirby. I can't think of like many other things they would do a new version of. I only put Metro Prime 4 because it's like such an obvious slam dunk, and it's also a Final Fantasy 7 is just the RE4 Final Fantasy. Whoa. RE4 is the best RE, and there's no contesting that. You can contest RE Final Fantasy 7 being the best Final Fantasy. Calm down. Whoa. Reel it back there, brother. Calm down. Okay, well, I need everybody to relax. Before we get interracial here, we need to calm down. Before the slurs start flying, everybody needs to calm down. What other games were close to the release window? ARMS was close to release window. Sonic Mania was close to release window. Splatoon 2, Stardew Valley, NBA 2K 2018. Okay, sure. Super Mario Odyssey, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, The Escapist 2, Farming Simulator. That said Goner. I thought that said Gooner. Yo, my bad. Minecraft, Rayman Legends Definitive Edition, Ultra Street Fighter 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Celeste, Enter the Gungeon, Redout, Zombie Vikings, State of Mind, Portal Knights. Portal Knights was kind of fire, Duck Game. There wasn't a lot of Nintendo first-party games as Rayman Who? Yeah, true. There wasn't a lot of Nintendo first-party games as major releases, which is unfortunate, right? So I'm trying to think of. I'm sorry, as launch releases. I'm sorry, brain fog. My bad. I haven't streamed in a while. You guys know what it is, or I've been streaming so little, like I hadn't streamed enough. Anyways. I think we could try to fill out the rest of this page because it's mostly wish lists. Nintendo Switch 2 launch wish list. Yeah, if we go launch wish list, we can just go balls to the walls and do Billy Hatcher, right? HD, dude, Billy Hatcher HD, bro. Let me get it. If I buy a Nintendo Switch 2 on launch and there is a Billy Hatcher HD remake, I'm buying 10 copies. Okay, let me stop before somebody clips me. I'm buying minimum 2 copies. Also, it had split screen multiplayer. It'd be really cool for it to have online multiplayer as well. It'd be really cool to roll eggs over my friends in an online lobby. Someone is knocking on my door. Oh, okay, we're good. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Sega? Are you expecting a Sonic game or something? Or you're talking about Billy Hatcher HD. Yeah, true. I thought you were talking about a new Sonic. I was like, man, good luck with that. I could even see some older AA titles squeezing their way in, right? Like a Remnant 2. Because they had a Remnant 1 on the Switch. So I could see Remnant 2 coming to Switch as like an early launch title. Like within the launch months. Maybe even something along the lines of, I'm trying to think of another like bigger game that like would feel okay on the Nintendo Switch 2. Maybe like Space Marine 2, right? Maybe. Do I have to put Warhammer in front of that? No, I don't. They can bring back Jet Set Radio. If they can bring back Jet Set Radio, they can bring back Goat Hatcher. True. If they can bring back Virtua Fighter, they can bring back Goat Hatcher. Billy Goacher? I didn't like the way you put that, so I said it the other way. That shit, I don't know if I can say that. That sounds like a slur. Hoping to see, like we have racing games, right? We have F-Zero. We have potentially Mario Kart 9, I don't know what it's going to be called. A new Mario 3D platformer. I don't expect to see a Legend of Zelda game on release because we just got Echoes of Wisdom and then Tears of the Kingdom before that. So unless they do a remake of another Legend of Zelda game, like they can't do Skyward Sword. They've done that one already. They can't do Twilight Princess. They can't do Wind Waker. It'd be really hard and weird to control the 3D, the DS versions of the Legend of Zelda games. I'm like trying to think of games that they could do. Like Legend of Zelda games that could be remakes, right? Ocarina of Time was already done. I don't know if they did a Majora's Mask remake. Maybe they could do a Majora's Mask remake. I'm not sure, which sucks because like Zelda missing out on a launch window because we had Echoes of Wisdom and Tears of the Kingdom earlier kind of sucks. Like, that's a little shitty. It's a little poopy. Because I remember the GameCube had a launch window. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker was launch window, wasn't it? It was like within the first few months of the GameCube. And I don't expect let me just preface this now. I don't expect a Smash within the first year of the Switch. So I'm not going to put like a Smash 5 or what would it be, Smash 6? I'm not going to put a Smash 6 on here. I don't expect it. I do want it, but I'm not like in a rush for it. You know, that community's doing their own thing, and hopefully their own thing is enough for the game to survive for at least another, year. That'd be nice. Smash Ultimate still got time under its belt. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that game is not good, but I don't see it going anywhere yet. Like, I don't expect Sakurai to just be like, let's get back in the lab and start fucking cooking. The Nintendo Switch 2's coming out, boy. Like, I think it's going to be like a year 2 game. Like, hey, we need to make some more sales. How can we make some more sales on Nintendo Switch 2? Boom. New Smash game. Pokemon game. Don't expect a new Pokemon game unless we get another, like, remake, right? We had Brilliant Diamond. Maybe we get a Sun and Moon remake. Where's the and symbol? Am I stupid? Right? Maybe a Sun and Moon remake. I can't think of what else they would put there. I don't expect a Yoshi's Island game yet, though it would be very cool. I doubt it. It's not the kind of game that I expect to see as like a launch title. Gen 2 remake? We've already had a Gen 2 remake though. Like I expect that they'll just keep moving forward with the Gen 2 remakes. We had like Brilliant Diamond. I don't know if we had an X and Y one, did we? I can't remember. Whatever the next remakes would be. Okay, maybe it's not Sun and Moon. Maybe it's X and Y. Maybe it's Black and White. I don't fucking know. Okay, so whatever the next one in line is that we didn't fucking get yet, that's probably what we're gonna get. Don't quote me on specifically it being Sun and Moon. Well, would it be Black and White? We haven't got a new Black and White, have we? Like a darker black and a whiter white? Like how it's Brilliant Diamond? That's what we need, surely. But I'm expecting some sort of a Pokemon remake for sure. Black 3 and White 3. Oh, we did get a Black 2 and White 2. And those were actually mainline as well. I forgot about that. Wow, triple black, triple white. Let's go. Looks like a race party. Hey, we're getting racial in here. Hell yeah. What other big Xbox games could be coming out around the time of the Switch 2? Because I expect good third-party support from Xbox. Like, we can't get MCC. MCC's too late, right? There's no way they do, like, Halo Master Chief Collection? That seems far past its time. Seems far past its time. This is the wish list, so I want another Jet Force Gemini, even though I know it's not going to happen. This is the wish list. Jet Force Gemini 2? Yo, fucking hit me with it, bro. I want a Jet Force Gemini 2. It's the kind of game that would, like, really reel in the old folks, you know? And that's what you want to do. Unfortunately, you can't do other things like the James Bond games, because who the fuck knows who James Bond is anymore? I don't want to put, like, Fortnite on here. I don't want to put Marvel Rivals. Like, yes, Marvel Rivals could probably come to this platform, more than likely, but I'm not going to put it as, like, a wish list. I don't really give a shit about Marvel Rivals, if I'm honest. I wish I could look through my games library and figure out if there's anything. The finals? Holy shit. And see if there's anything recent in here that should be on the Switch too that's not. Dude, every theme I download is something slightly wrong with it. That sucks. We're getting Guilty Gear Strive already. I don't figure we'll get another game like that. I do think maybe we get what's it called? I don't know if Monster Hunter Wild is gonna fit. So like maybe we get a new Monster Hunter game. No, it would be too close to Wild. There's no way they're developing something specifically for the Switch. And they can't port Wild. It's too big. So we can't get a new Monster Hunter yet. We could potentially get a Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Like that would probably fit. I know it's Unreal Engine 5, but it looks very stylized and it's probably lightweight enough that it would fit. And I'd like to see more fighting games on the Switch, especially modern ones. The problem with the original Nintendo Switch is it didn't have a lot of modern fighting games outside of like the anime games, like the Blaze Blues and the Dragon Balls. And now it's getting Guilty Gear Strive, right? So oh man, I'm trying to think of other games. And I'm really pressed because I don't think like I don't expect a new Yoshi's Island game or a Yoshi game at all. I put Kirby, and that's pretty like low priority for them, and they're not going to do a new Pikmin, right? Pikmin's too new. They just had a Pikmin game, what, last year before last? So probably not getting a new Pikmin. What's another showstopper kind of AAA game that exists right now or just recently came out that would run on the Switch 2 and be like, yeah, this is an experience? Like Cyberpunk 2077 is a little older, but makes sense because it's still kind of relevant. And I'm trying to think of another game like that. Like maybe you could do like Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Nintendo Switch as a launch title, and that would kind of hit. That'd be kind of hard, you know? Yeah, that might be an idea. Do Red Dead Redemption 2 as a launch title. Red Dead Redemption. I forgot to spell. Redemp 2. I can see that working out. They already rolled out a PS4 version of the finals? The finals on PS4? Damn, that sucks. X-Defiant didn't even make it to PS4. That's crazy. Rip X-Defiant. Yo, rip live service game. That's crazy. What's like a lost Nintendo IP? We're not getting a new Xenoverse, right? Because like we just got a Xenoverse announced. So we're not getting a new Xenoverse. Maybe a Fire Emblem? And then 3 more. We'll do 3 more. A new Fire Emblem is kind of doable. I can see it happening within the launch window. I'm trying to think of other Nintendo IPs that are just not being utilized that I think would be cool to have that are kind of relevant-ish, right? Like I love Kid Icarus, but like, are we gonna get like sure, whatever, right? There's no fucking way we're gonna get a Kid Icarus game. Maybe we even just get like, no, we can't get Kid Icarus Uprising because that used touch controls, right? I think you could make it work like without it. Kid Icarus Uprising remake. Golden Sun, yeah, like that's an RPG as well. I hate me. I think the idea of like a Punch Out, like Punch Out seems cool, but like likelihood, right? Like that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, and I thought about him because of Smash. I was like, oh, Little Mac. Like that was one of the first characters who went through my head. I was like, Little Mac, let's go. I know it could be launch window, and it would make Switches fly off the fucking shelf. If we get one, I have to buy 2 Nintendo Switches because if a new Animal Crossing comes out, my wife is gonna hog the Switch, and I won't have a Nintendo Switch 2. For my own sake, I hope they don't have a new Animal Crossing on release. But it would be pretty good. A proper Chibi Robo? Likelihood. Like, I guess Golden Sun's pretty unlikely too, right? Like, Kid Icarus Uprising Remake is probably more likely than new Golden Sun or proper Chibi Robo. But like a Punch-Out remake seems like, and it doesn't seem like it'd be resource intensive, like it'd be hard for them to make. But I already put Arms 2 there, and like the likelihood of them doing Arms 2 and Punch-Out and like a Switch Sports, you know, like that's a lot of games that are just like, oh, these are basically motion control only. Like you can play them non-motion control, but we want you to use motion control. We want you to use that little sensor. We want you to slide it around like you're punching people. Yo, the mouse mode, can we use it to like get a Beyblade game where I have to let my Joy-Con rip? I gotta be like, let it rip, and I fucking spin the shit. And the faster I spin my Joy-Con, the stronger my Beyblade is. I'm kidding, by the way. It's the easiest way to fucking break a Joy-Con. Outside of literally just running over it. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of other... Crazy Taxi? You think we get a do you think we get the Crazy Taxi remake? You think we get the Crazy Taxi remake or Crazy Taxi 2 on Switch 2? Likelihood? Like Sega's doing this big push for like bringing back their old games, and they're bringing back stuff. So like a new Crazy Taxi might go hard. I don't know. There's no Resident Evil around the corner, so I can't like generically throw a fucking Resident Evil at the list, which kind of sucks. I'm like trying to think of non-Nintendo IPs because I don't figure their support is going to be amazing out of the gate because they've been so stingy with like information that I think they're working on like maybe 3 or 4 games. Let's put one of the remakes on Switch 2. Yeah, let's just redo remake. Let's do a RE4 remake. Maybe they do a collection. Yo, RE remake collection? RE collection? Yo, let's go. I don't think you put them. I don't think you put one. I think you just put them all. Say fuck it and hope to God they'll fit on a 64GB game cartridge. Hey, let's go. That's how you do it right there. See, I'm a value proposition gamer. That's all I want to see. Remake collection. I'm gonna kill myself if that's what they name it. You heard it first. If that's what it's named, you won't see me ever again. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I think the like Resident Evil remakes could be cool on Switch if they run well enough. Let's do that. Let's just do Resident Evil remakes, like all of them. I already put Animal Crossing. Man. This is tough. This is tough. Oh, did the Switch get Kingdom Hearts 3? It didn't, right? That's a shoo-in, isn't it? Kingdom Hearts 3, that's like a fucking shoo-in. What am I doing? That's not on Switch, right? What is it on? It's on PS4 and Xbox One. It's on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Yeah. It is not on Nintendo Switch. Kingdom Hearts collection could go there. Yeah, like you could just do the full collection, but you definitely want to do 3, right? So like release window, you probably do 3 and then the full collection. Where you have like Birth by Sleep, 358 Days, Dream Drop Distance, 1, 2, and what's the other one? There's one in the middle of 1 and 2, isn't there? I can't remember the fucking name of it. I'm trying to do games, not live services. Like, I don't want to put like Fortnite, Rivals, the finals. I don't want to put those games, even though like, yeah, some of them could make it to the Switch 2. Like, of course, the Fortnite's gonna be on the Switch 2, duh, right? But that's not stuff I want to put. That's why I'm like struggling. That's why I'm fucking dying here. Yeah, I'm gonna look for inspiration in my Steam library. Hold up. I'm gonna look for inspiration in my Steam library. I actually don't play a lot of modern AAA games, is the problem. But I do have a few. Holy shit, Elden Ring, dude! What the fuck is wrong with me? What am I doing? Hello? I can't wait for people to break their fucking Joy-Cons trying to play Elden Ring on the Switch. Because it had Dark Souls 1 remastered, right? Look at Dark Souls 1 remastered. You can absolutely do Elden Ring. I don't think you do like Hellblade, the Senua, either of the Senua games. Probably not that cool. Probably not cool enough to make it. The Resident Evil remakes, that makes sense. Midblade? Oh, Hellblade, yeah. I mean, look, it's good acting. Melina Juergens did a great job. Baldur's Gate 3? Why did I not think of BG3, right? What's wrong with me? Because I think some of these AAA games that already came out would be like perfect shoe-ins for like scale down, put on Switch. Like, that's what I'm trying to throw in now. Just like a bunch of those that would like either work well on Switch or kind of make sense on a handheld. And the ones I'm thinking of the most are the ones that like top the Steam charts, because that means they're probably being played on the Steam Deck, right? Or that I own, right? Because I own Remnant 2. That's why I thought about Remnant 2 specifically. Like, I don't know when Borderlands 4 is coming out, so once again, I can't put it. I had mentioned it before already. I'm thinking maybe... What's another, like, good shoe-in? Because I don't think Wukong is going to get on. I don't think Wukong's going to get on. Already put Space Marine 2. I don't know if there's going to be any Sony support, so I can't say, like, The Last of Us 2 or The Last of Us 1 remakes, remaster, whatever you want to call them. I can't say Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yote. I could say Assassin's Creed Shadows, but Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, true. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with me? Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. What am I doing? We'll just put Ninja Gaiden 2. Does Black fit? No, it doesn't fit. We'll just put Ninja Gaiden 2B. There we go. What am I fucking thinking of, man? Why didn't I think of Ninja Gaiden? Do I have enough? I feel like I have enough. I think we can call it there. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound for the old head? No. Ninja Gaiden games are kind of hard, except for that weird DS one, Dragon Blade. Okay, that one was kind of hard too. But it was mainly just because I was fighting the fucking controls, not the enemies. This is my Switch 2 launch wish list. And it's like not even that crazy. I think a lot of these are kind of doable. They're pretty possible. Yeah, I highlighted the whole thing so you guys could see it in my glasses and shit and make it real blue. Put out your own Switch 2 wish list. That'd be cool. Leave them in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is all one take. I'm just throwing this bitch up on YouTube. Tell me how you feel about the idea of my Switch 2 launch title. Am I cooking? Or is this launch title wish list cooked? We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out.